What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bulldog, aka Jesse, and in today's video, this is going to be a follow-up video to the Astro A40 issue with the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So real quick, before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to everybody. This video has been getting crazy traction. We're at like 3.5K right now on views. We got like over 100 comments. There's people trying to help other people out with different options, and we'll go over some of that stuff in the video. But you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to ring that little sub notification bell. That way you can be notified when new videos go up here on the channel every Wednesday. Speaking of that, in my last video, I asked you guys to, hit the sub button. It's free, it doesn't hurt you, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps out the channel. And from that video to this video, we've gained 20 subs. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And I guess I have to say it again. So yeah, hit that sub button. Why wouldn't you? Just do it.
Do it! Just do it!
So the first thing we're going to go over is the different types of audio for the Xbox. Now, I don't have a PS5, so I don't know those different audio options. Hopefully they're similar, and hopefully this will help you guys out as well. After that, we will be going over the Astro Command Center and how that works. And then from there, what we're going to do is I'll go over my exact streaming setup and how I have everything going. And hopefully it'll help you guys out as well. And then finally, we're going to go over some different options you can do, some purchasable options, and commonly asked questions and the answers that I have found for them. Timestamps will be down in the description below. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and I hope this helps you guys out. Okay, so the first setting that we're going to try is going to be the stereo uncompressed. So you go into your settings, you'll go into general, down to volume and audio output. And then right here, you're going to have these different settings for the audio. And we're just going to start with stereo uncompressed. And we're going to go into Call of Duty Modern Warfare, because this is where I go to test the audio and make sure everything works good.
Let's go, Sergeant.
So as you can tell, it's kind of loud.
Engage! Engage!
It's not really all that crisp, so but it is a viable option. So now let's check the next one. Alright, so we're going to check the next one here. And the next setting, which is what I use when I stream and to play myself, is the Windows Sonic for headphones. And we're just going to leave it as headset and speakers for the party chat output. And let's go see what this sounds like.
Let's go, Sergeant.
So this one, the footsteps are a lot louder.
Engage! Engage!
But some of the audio, for some reason, still isn't working right. Mainly because there is no optical cable. This is all going through the USB. So let's check the next one after that. Okay, so the next one we're going to check out here. We'll go back to the settings. And the next one is going to be the Dolby Atmos for headphones. Right there. And again, we're just going to leave the party chat on headset and speakers. And so the cool thing about this is the Dolby app is free. So once you download the Dolby app, you can go to your settings, and I already have it set for game and performance mode. But what you can do is turn performance mode off, and you could set which way you want your equalizer to work. You could either have the equalizer off, you could have it on detailed, balance, or worn. I prefer to have the detailed one if I'm using this. And as you can see in the bottom, it's licensed by Astro. So this actually works pretty well with the headset. and the Astro mixamp Pro TR, which you see in the top right, which is the setup that I'm running. So you can either put it on performance mode, which helps you distinguish where the enemies are and which way they're coming from. Or you can put it on detailed, which will increase the footsteps even more, but it kind of messes up the quality of sound again. So what we're going to do is put it on performance mode, and then we're going to go back into our game and test this out. So now we're going to test it out with the Dolby Atmos.
Let's go, Sergeant.
Wow, that's actually pretty clear.
Engage! Engage!
You can hear exactly which way the footsteps are coming from and where they're going.
06, I need air support and I need it now.
And the quality on the audio is really good too. It's really crisp and clear. Makes it really easy to distinguish where everything's going on at. So I like that one right now. And let's check the last one out. Alright, so the last one we're going to try is going to be the DTS Headphone X. And for this one, it's going to ask you to either do a monthly service or start a free trial. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to do the free trial and we'll see what it sounds like. Yeah, that doesn't sound better than the Dolby setting, so I don't think we're going to use that one.
06, I need air support and I need it now.
Alright, so after a couple hours of testing all the different headsets and everything, I think that I'm going to start using the Dolby Atmos for the headphones. And again, we'll leave the party chat output on headset and speakers. This one, with the setup that we got on the Series X, I think is going to work the best. Okay, so now what we're going to be looking at is the way I have my system set up for the headset itself. And what you're going to do here is take the power cable, the USB, that's plugged into the back of the Xbox, and you're going to plug it into either your laptop or your PC. Now, remember that when you do this, what you're going to need to do is on the mixamp itself, you have to switch from either Xbox or PlayStation mode or whatever to the PC mode. There's a little flip switch back there where all the cables are, and you're going to have to switch that. But once you do, you'll be able to go into your settings here and you can do all kinds of adjustments. You can adjust the equalized presets, the microphone, the stream port, and we're going to go through this stuff right now. All right, so the different options we got here is you could do the standard Astro setup and then you can also adjust some of these settings if you wanted to. So see, I can adjust this here, and there's a bunch of different ones that you can adjust. There's also a balanced version that just kind of makes everything equal. Then you have a natural bass, which everything has like a lower end tone to it. But the setup that I use is this tournament mode, and this one helps increase the volume of the footsteps and stuff like that while it drowns out some of the other background noise that you don't need to hear in the game. That kind of will throw you off. Then you have your microphone setup, and my microphone is just set to home. I really don't mess with this at all. You can put it on streaming, you could put it on night mode, you put it on home, or you can put it on tournament. But I just leave it on home, mainly because I use a Blue Yeti mic for the stream audio, and that's what you guys are hearing. You guys are not hearing me talk through the headset mic. Then you have your stream port here, and on this one, you can adjust how loud the game volume is. You can adjust your chat audio, the microphone, and now this is the headset microphone. So this is not the microphone that's going to be like the Blue Yeti or something like that. This is the microphone that goes with your Astro A40s or A50s. And then you have your auxiliary here. And this is for the auxiliary port on the back of the mixamp. So what I'm going to do is make sure all my settings are the same after I mess with everything just now. and then you're going to sync to device. And what this is going to do is take these settings, put them on your mixamp, and that way when you switch back to the Xbox, it's going to save the settings for you. So what we're going to do is sync to device, and then it's going to ask you device update. Yes, do that. Now everything's synced up. We're in tournament mode, and we're going to switch back to the Xbox and check our settings one more time. So now we plugged in the USB from the PC back into the Xbox. And remember, you're going to have to switch the mixamp from PC back to either Xbox or PlayStation mode. Otherwise, the audio is not going to work properly. So we're going to go ahead and test this right now.
Let's go, Sergeant.
And there it is again. It's even better now.
Engage, engage!
But it's really crisp and clear. And you can hear which way the footsteps are running. Like just now they were running from right to left behind me. And I could tell that. So I think this is going to be the way to go. So the next portion of the video is going to be like a Q&A and just extra information. So the next thing is I've been reading the comments and trying to reply to you guys as quickly as possible. And some of the feedback and the ideas you guys have, I didn't even think of. And the discussion has been really good on this. Now, here's another option you can do if you still don't feel like the audio is quite right. You can buy what's called an audio extractor. And this one here is $49.99. Now, I have not bought it myself, but someone that was in my comment section said that they bought one and everything works like it used to work back on the old system. So I don't know exactly how this works, but you take the optical cable and you'll plug it in, and you'll take the USB and plug it in, and then you have like a HDMI setup, and it'll play through that way, and that'll give you your optical audio like you were getting on the last gen console. But again, I have not bought this myself. I don't think I'm going to buy it, but it is an option, and you can definitely do that. Personally, for me, I think the way that I have it set up that we just went over with the Dolby Atmos is going to be the best thing for me, and it works just fine. With the tweaks that I made on that I showed you guys, it might not be exactly the same, but it's definitely better quality than in the first video that I did about this. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go over some of the questions that you guys have been asking me. So I got the video here pulled up, and a couple of questions are, if you have the PS4 version of the Astro A40s or A50s with the mixamp, and you get an Xbox Series X, does it still work? And from all the research I've done, yes, it should still work. You should still be able to use your mixamp and plug it into the back of the Xbox, even though it's a PlayStation mixamp. Now, obviously, when you're switching from PC to Xbox mode, it's not going to be to Xbox, it's going to be to PlayStation mode. So that's going to be one of the differences. Another question I've been getting a whole lot is people are having issues with the audio not playing through their headset once they go into the command center. And the reason for that is because they either forget to switch it back to Xbox mode, or they don't have the settings set up right, like we went over earlier in this video, and the audio is not coming through. And another thing is that a lot of people are saying when they made the switch and you updated your mixamp, the audio is really, really low. I did have that same issue, and that's why I had to tweak the settings and mess with them a little bit. But now that everything is dialed in, I'm good to go. And hopefully, if this guide helps you guys out, you'll be able to adjust it to whatever is more comfortable and sounds the best for you. So this guide, along with the guide in my last video, should work for Astro A40s and A50s with the mixamp. And another question I've been getting asked a lot is how the setup is for when I stream. So the way I have it set up is I have an HDMI going from my gaming monitor into my Elgato, into the HDMI slot that only has one slot to it. And then on the other side that has the 3 slots, I have an HDMI going from the Elgato to the Xbox. And then I also have 2 other cables that are like the stream port and the audio port, and those are going into my PC. And now with the mixamp, I have the power cable, which is a micro USB, that is going from the mixamp to the Xbox. Then I also have an auxiliary cable that goes from the mixamp to the PC as well into a headphone jack, and that is supposed to help with getting game chat audio, but for some reason on the Xbox, I had never gotten it to work, not even on the previous generation. So I don't think it's something that can be done, and if it is, please let me know in the comment section down below, because sometimes there's some pretty funny death chat, and I just can't get it. Or if I'm playing with like people on PC or PlayStation, all you hear is me, and you can't hear them because they're not in an Xbox party with me. And one of the final things is that the dials that are on the front of my mixamp, there's a big dial on the left, and that one I have pretty much vertical, and then there's a smaller dial to the right of that, and that one I have about 3/4 of the way to the right side, and that's just pretty much how I use my setup. Alright folks, there you have it. So that's like I said, the follow-up to the video about the Astros and the Xbox Series X and how to get everything to work. Before I forget, this week is Thanksgiving, so everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. And also, right now there's double XP in Black Ops Cold War going on from today until Monday, which is like I think November 30th or something like that at 10 a.m. So if you need to get on the grind for gold or just level up some weapons, that's what I recommend to do, is probably go into the solo zombies mode and level up weapons in that. I found out that the zombies mode is really quick and easy to level up all your weapons. And you don't even need to get to max level, just get to whatever the highest level is, that way you unlock all the camos. And what I started doing was working on stuff that I know is going to be a pain in the butt to level up, like the China Lake, the knife, the rocket launchers, and then I'm going to start working on the pistols and the sniper rifles and the shotguns. So I got a lot of grinding to do this week, and yeah, it's going to be crazy. If you want to see what I'm up to when I'm not streaming or making videos, you can follow me on Twitter at Bulldog87G, or you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Bulldog87_gaming. Now, there will be streams going on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on twitch.tv/Bulldog87_gaming. So stop by there and check out the stream. And like I said, we'll be grinding either camos or levels for some of the tougher weapons. So you guys get to watch me struggle doing that. Once again, thank you everybody for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. If there's any other questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Once again, I really hope this video helps you guys out. I'm a super small content creator and streamer, but if I can help, 1 or 2 of you guys, that makes the difference to me. So with that being said, everybody stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next stream, or I'll catch you on the battlefield. Peace out.